Hello, I'm Judy Jackson. Today I'm talking about a vegetable which is very ugly, but it tastes really good. It's called celeriac, and you may not even come across it before. You might have seen this very ugly looking root and thought it was something related to a turnip and passed it by. What I'm going to show you is at the same time frivolous and useful. The frivolous part is that I'm turning the celeriac into flowers. It doesn't mean that celeriac grows flowers, it's just the way I've decorated it. And the second thing is, the usefulness is I'm showing you how to cook some rice in advance, and since you'll probably make too much, I'm showing you a way of freezing it so that it is really useful afterwards. So let's get going straight away, starting with the rice, then with making circles out of the celeriac and decorating them to look pretty. Here it comes.
Start by frying some onion in a little oil. This will take at least 5 to 10 minutes. When you've done that, you can add the finely diced carrot and celery. Also keep cooking that until it begins to start getting softened. I've poured on 1 cup of rice and I'm going to add another half cup in a moment. Now we're ready to add some stock. I'm using vegetable stock, but you can use chicken stock if you prefer. I'm using 3 cups of stock, which is exactly twice the amount of rice. So always use twice the amount of liquid to rice. This is optional, but to add a bit more flavour, you can add some saffron to the stock. Now what I've done is I've steeped a teaspoon of saffron in some warm water, left it for half an hour, and then I'm pouring it through a strainer to add to the stock. It just gives it a subtle, interesting taste, but if you don't have saffron, don't worry about that. Cover the pan with a lid or with tinfoil and just leave it on a low heat for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now I'm going to show you what to do with this rather ugly looking celeriac root. The first thing to do is to have a bowl of water to which you're going to add some lemon. This is called acidulated water, and the only purpose is to stop the celeriac going brown. Now I'm starting by cutting off all this thick and heavy peel, and you need to go all the way around, taking every little bit off so there are no bits visible. I'm starting to cut it down into rings. It's very hard because it's an extremely tough vegetable, but keep going. Place all the slices under the water. Make sure they're covered with water and add a little bit more lemon just to make sure they don't go brown. Now you can start watching the rice. It is almost cooked. You can see that it's a completely different consistency and has absorbed all the liquid. Just give it a taste to see that it's done, not crunchy. Now we're ready to carry on. Here's the cooked rice in 2 different containers because half of it's going to be frozen. Now to cook the celeriac slices. I'm pouring some hot vegetable stock into a frying pan, and when it boils, you need to put in the celeriac slices. They take like 10 to 15 minutes to cook, and when they're done, the dish is almost ready to be assembled. Take them out when they're soft, and then they're ready to be cut into rounds. I've made some circles of different sizes, and I'm beginning to play with how I'm going to make my flower. This one has a circle of celeriac topped with rice, and a stem made from parsley and sugar peas making the leaves. Here is a double one, 2 circles of the cooked celeriac enclosing the rice. It's just a bit more substantial. This one isn't a flower at all. It's just 3 circles of cooked celeriac, 2 of them with rice, and here I'm showing you what to do with sugar peas. I've cooked them very briefly for 1 minute, and that's just to stop them being too crunchy. They do have the most lovely taste, and they also look very attractive, as you can see. So you can do whatever you want. Here's a couple of hot ideas. Get a slice of cheese, put it on top of the celeriac and rice, heat it in the microwave for a minute. Look what you get. Here's one more flower, this one with a sauce. A tiny pot of the vegetable stock and some cream. Heat them up, mix them together, pour them over. Delicious. Finally, one last idea. This is just a salad, and I've cut the celeriac rings to look like pineapple using 2 different sizes of round cutter. It's all a bit of fun. Hope you enjoy it. One last thing. What do you do with the leftover rice? I cut it into triangles. I half freeze it, then make the cuts, and then continue freezing till they're completely solid. Then, when you take them out of the freezer, you have single portions. It's brilliant.